Hello, SS6, and welcome back to SportsKnight Radio. I'm your host, Paul Gustafson, and joined today, as always, by...
Curran and Paul, it's my birthday.
What?
Yeah, it's my birthday today.
You didn't tell me that.
I thought you knew.
April, what's today, the 26th?
Yeah.
You getting your license?
Yeah, I got my license already. I didn't get the card, but I got like an interim license paper.
I saw you at school. Did you go after?
No, I went before. I just showed up late.
Wow. Jeez, I didn't know it was your birthday. All right, I'm going to have to post an embarrassing picture on my Snapchat story or something. No, I didn't know that. Wow, okay. Well, happy birthday to Curran.
It's a happy
birthday. To make your birthday wishes come true, the Giants are going to have to give you a nice gift.
Hopefully.
In a couple days.
They never do great. They never get what I want. So that's why we're here, to tell them what to do.
Mock draft. We're doing it.
Mock draft time. I'll screen share. I mean, we can just crack right into this.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get
straight
it right.
I'm just trying to
find. So we're using the pro football thing, pro football mock draft. It's not necessarily the friendliest UI, but I'm using it because it's pretty good to make trades because it has you can make the trade go through every time, and a lot of the times on these other mock drafts they weight picks or players and they weight them too heavily. So we're using this one. So I'm gonna draft the odd teams. Paul's drafting the even teams.
That's right.
We can crack right into this. Paul, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right. First pick of the draft. We've decided it's been like a thing since Trevor Lawrence's freshman year of college. He's been like the projected number one player in his class since like sophomore year of high school. And to me, it's a no-brainer, right? Trevor Lawrence, number one. We know this. Paul, you're muted. You're muted. I didn't know.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Hold up. I just messed up. All right. Never mind. Second pick, New York Jets. We're going with the young Baker Mayfield, Zach Wilson.
Okay.
He's the same human being. They need a quarterback. Sam Darnold's on the move. So I love the pick for the Jets. Let's keep it rolling.
Zach Wilson has some major drip, and I'm messing.
Major drip.
Major
and
drip.
Swag. Baby.
And swag. All right. Number 3, we got the San Francisco 49ers. And so we know just this morning a report came out that said from Adam Schefter that said that they've narrowed it down to 2 quarterbacks, and it's most likely either going to be Trey Lance or Mac Jones. Now, to me, I think they're going to take Mac Jones, and that's simply only because literally every NFL insider has come to the conclusion that they're taking Mac Jones. And I think that to a certain point, there's just too much. There are just too many reports from these journalists, and I have to just believe it at a certain point. I think a lot of 49ers fans are going to be disappointed with it. I think they have a right to be. I think Justin Fields is the best here, but he's not going to be taken. So they're going to take Mac Jones and whatever. Now, at number 4, I think Bill Belichick and New England Patriots see that Mac Jones has just been taken, and they judge that, and they're like, okay, well, we have Justin Fields, and we believe he's one of the best quarterbacks in the draft. So why not trade? Are you okay with that, Paul?
As the general manager of the Atlanta Falcons, what am I getting in return?
So I think you can't do this in the sim, but you can't do players in the sim. But in real life, I think what's most likely to happen is that the Patriots move on from Stephon Gilmore. They've got a lot of draft capital, as you can see right now, so they'd be willing to move up. So I think they move up. They give you like a first this year, a first next year, and like the 46th pick or something like that to move up to number 4. What do you think?
Well, did you include Stephon Gilmore in that?
Yeah, probably. They probably would have to give up. They probably wouldn't have to give up the first next year if they were to include Stephon Gilmore, but this is just a substitution.
Let's do it. Bring them on. Stephon Gilmore, pick 15, all those draft capital. Let's do it. Patriots going to 4.
A trade has been accepted. All right. Paul, Patriots at 4. Make your pick.
No, now I'm picking for
Actually,
them.
I'll pick because it's.
Yeah, I'll do the Patriots pick.
So I think I just alluded to this. Justin Fields, in my opinion, he is probably the second most ready quarterback. He's an incredible player. He's incredibly smart. I think he's smarter than Mac Jones. I think a lot of people saying that Justin Fields is like doesn't see the field as well. I think they're just completely lying. He had like the best accuracy on throws past his first read, which is like out of any of these quarterbacks, which is like come on. Like I think he's just better. So I think he's the second most pro ready. I think Zach Wilson has a higher ceiling and Trey Lance has a higher ceiling, but I think Fields is number 2 in terms of ready now. So I'm going to take him there.
Makes sense to me.
Number 5, it's still my
You're back
pick.
at it.
Back to back. The Bengals, I think to me, it's Jamar Chase or Penei Sewell. And I think Joe Burrow is pushing for Jamar Chase, I think, pretty easily. And the Bengals front office wants Penei Sewell. I think they're best with, I think Chase's best fit is on the Bengals. But ultimately, I think cooler heads will prevail. And I think the coaches will take Penei Sewell in order to keep him healthy.
Yes. All right. I put Jamar Chase in there with the Dolphins. I wanted to be able to draft my boy. And I mean, as an LSU fan, I'd love to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase playing together, but not in my division. As a Steeler fan, I think Penei Sewell just makes sense because they don't want their quarterback to die. He's gone through enough already. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase playing with Tua. I love it. Love it.
Okay. Chase. Beautiful. All right, we move. Number 7. Now this is an interesting area because I mean, what are we gonna do? Are we thinking that they're gonna stick with Goff for a pronounced period of time, or are we thinking they might move off of him, or they might move off of him for Trey Lance, or they take a receiver, take a tackle? There's a lot of things they can do with this pick. And to me, looking at the board right now, I think the Lions have so many needs, right? And they don't have a great thing, but they did lose.
Pause.
What?
As the general manager of the Chicago Bears.
Yes.
I would like to make an offer.
What is the offer?
All right, let's pull up the proposed trade screen here.
Okay, so the Chicago Bears are proposing the trade.
That's right.
To the where is it? The Lions are right here. Okay.
Yeah. Division rivals. All right, obviously we're going pick 20. Pick 20 here.
Pick 20.
For pick 7.
For pick 7.
And we'll throw in next year's first.
Next year's first. I think they swiftly decline that pretty easily.
The Lions decline?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Throw in a second. Throw in the pick 52.
I think they decline that too. You don't want to
throw in next year's second.
I think you don't want to trade up. As if you're giving Khalil Mack with it, then maybe.
Whoa.
I don't think they consider it without Khalil Mack, because think about it. You're potentially trading. You as the Lions are potentially giving your franchise quarterback to the Chicago Bears, who is infinitely more valuable than Khalil Mack.
All right, so you're not going to do 2 firsts in 2 seconds?
No, I would not.
All right, go ahead. You do you. You do you.
Okay, so at number 7, I talked about him as a franchise quarterback, but I don't think they'll take him. I think they already have too much. So I think they're just going to make an easy pick. I think they're going to make Jalen Waddle their next player, just because they lost 2 receivers, and I don't think you want the Chicago to have the opportunity to take a quarterback. If it was Washington trading up, then maybe, but it's not. So I'm taking Waddle.
You just declined all those picks for Jalen Waddle?
It's not the fact that I want the picks. I don't want you to have the player, if that makes sense.
I guess it makes sense. But obviously what I was getting at there would be Trey Lance to the Bears. Right here, pick 8. I think the Carolina Panthers are sitting here looking. Perhaps the best player in the draft is chilling. Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Let's make it work. I don't think people are going to like this.
I like Kyle Pitts there. I'm on board with you.
People have him going pretty high. He
could go number 4 overall. He's an incredible player. He's basically he's the best pass catcher in the draft. Obviously, he's not listed as a receiver. He's listed as a tight end. But I think he's an incredible player. So I'm cool with it.
Immaculate fit. Play alongside. Give Sam Darnold some weapons. He needs weapons there.
Give Sam Darnold some weapons. All right. Now, number 9. What are we thinking? So my thought process is Trey Lance. or they go for a defensive player. And that's the thing. Is it a defensive player? Because think about it like this. Yeah, we know Drew Lock wasn't great last year. But the problem was Drew Lock was basically a rookie last year. He played 4 games in his first year and had a full season in his next year. And so I think they look at that, they look at everything, and I think they make the assessment that maybe we'll give Drew Lock some time. He's got a really good arm. I think we keep him. And obviously their tackles are fine. Their tackles are okay. I think what's most likely to happen is them actually no, they solidified corners. So I think what's most likely for them is to take one of the most versatile offensive linemen in the draft, Rashawn Slater.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. And I'm looking here, Trey Lance still chilling here at 10. We have our quarterback here in Dallas, so we don't need him. I'm going to go with Patrick Surtain. Cornerback is probably the number one position to need over here in Dallas, and it's just, makes sense here. And I can't believe Trey Lance is chilling. I feel like at this point, someone would have traded up and got him.
I think that might be true, but I don't think that the Chicago Bears would be – I don't think the Lions would be willing to trade with the Bears for the 7th pick. If it was a later first, maybe, but I don't think that would be realistic.
All right.
So, Paul, the Giants sit here at 11, and I'm a Giants fan. So, in this scenario, in my opinion, there are 3 possible ways they could go. Now, obviously, they could go J.C. Horn and basically secure their secondary for the next decade, but I don't think that's realistic. I don't think Dave Gettleman will do that. Devonta Smith at 11 would be perfect for the Giants receiving core. He's exactly what they're missing, so that could be a need. There's talk of Micah Parsons. I don't like Micah Parsons. I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm not gonna take him. I think Dave Gettleman might like him though. But Paul, the person I'm gonna take, guess where he's listed?
Probably low.
He's low. Paul, he is listed at number 40 on.
Wow, come on, reach.
On the thing. This is
no.
This is not a reach. Jalen Phillips is, in my opinion, the best defensive player in the draft. He's an incredible edge rusher and a phenomenal run stopper. He is the perfect Dave Gettleman player. He stops the run incredible. He has a variety of pass rush moves to get around the defender. His possibility, the reason he's not being picked in the top 5, top 10 is because of his injury history. And obviously that is a big thing, but I think Dave Gettleman loves to reach on players that he likes, so I think they're going to do it again. Jalen Phillips out of Miami. A lot of Giants fans won't be happy with me, but I love Jalen Phillips. I'm okay with it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that is actually a very good pick. Now for Philly, I think Devontae Smith just makes sense. The storyline has been going on the past couple of years where the Eagles are getting absolutely embarrassed in the draft, taking terrible receivers, like over who'd they miss out on? DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson,
Terry McLaurin, AJ Brown.
They're getting the pick right this time. Devontae Smith, make it happen. Give my boy Jalen Hurts some weapons. He needs some weapons to work with, and Devontae Smith gives them that. So let's do it.
I think the Eagles will end up messing up, and they'll take Micah Parsons here. Not even gonna lie.
Probably.
But we know. Who knows? 13 overall. We've got the Chargers. Obviously, the Chargers need to protect Herbert. In my opinion, that's probably the biggest thing. But I saw something today that said that Herbert was like the best quarterback under pressure this year. I've got my Herbert jersey right here. I got my Herbert jersey right here. I think, Paul, they think that they've got a defensive head coach, and I think because of the just continuum amount of defense, I think they're going to take J.C. Horn. I don't think they're going to reach on an interior.
I like that. I like the pick a lot. I do like the pick a lot. I think J.C. Horn is pretty underrated. Here we go. Minnesota Vikings. I think that Micah Parsons is on the board, and we're going to take Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Pass rush. Let's do it.
All right. I mean, he's really not a pass rusher, but,
we're going to make it happen.
Okay. That's fine. Next to Anthony Barr and Eric Hendricks. Okay. All right. 15 overall. Now, this is an interesting one. Obviously, the Falcons.
This is the Patriots, right?
This is the Patriots. This is the Patriots' normal pick.
So it's my
This is
pick.
Paul's pick. This is Paul's pick. So he
Okay.
can go for it.
Just have to confirm here.
Yep.
Oh, I messed up. I'm keeping track of my own thing and I messed up. So let's see who's best available. Oh my God, Trey Lance. Let's do it. On my mock draft, I have the Falcons taking Trey Lance at 4, and here we are at 15, and he's on the board. Love Matt Ryan. He's getting up there. I think you got Calvin Ridley for the future. You want to get him a quarterback for the future. Trey Lance has a lot of potential. Let's do it.
And the next one's you again.
Wow. All right. Back to back to back. Arizona Cardinals. Who do I have here? All right. We have Greg Newsome on mine.
Okay.
And I'm digging the pick. Well, wait. Did they have another pick? No, I'm tripping.
No, they don't.
Okay. Yeah, they need cornerback help. I think the offense is incredibly talented. You were saying something about them wanting to get a receiver, right?
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. I think you got D-Hop. I think you got AJ Green. You have a pretty talented Christian Kirk. You have a solid receiving core there. I don't think you do that. I think you have to look defense here. They got some guys over there. Chandler Jones, who was the rookie last year, Isaiah Simmons. I think you have some talent up front. You got to get work on the back end. Greg Newsome.
Okay. That's that's probably the right pick. Okay. So this year, this free agency, the Raiders absolutely shredded their offensive line. They traded basically everyone away. So to me, that kind of signals that they're going to be going offensive line in the draft. And to me, who's better, Tevin Jenkins or Christian Darrisaw? I feel like Tevin Jenkins might be a bit of a reach. Tevin Jenkins is listed at 30 on this board. I don't think he's 30. I think he's worth about a mid first round pick anyway. But I'm gonna go with Christian Darrisaw. He was incredible at Virginia Tech this year, and he's a good player, and I think that's what they're gonna want.
All right, I had on my mock draft Jalen Phillips to the Dolphins here. That's not happening this time because someone really wants him on the New York Football Giants. Respectable.
Jamar Chase last time out, so he gets this time.
That's right. So we already have Jamar Chase. We worked on the offense. Now let's work on the defense. Give me Quiddy.
Okay.
We're going to rush the bat here.
I like it. I think Azeez Ojulari is better right now, but that's my opinion. I
like Quiddy because of his name.
All right.
For real.
I think the pick probably, if I had to make it, would be Elijah Vera Tucker, but that's just me.
That's just you.
At 19, Washington football team, I'm picking for them. I'm going to take, who's the lowest ranked player? Antonio Nunn out of, no, I'm joking.
What are you tripping?
No, that's just me being a homer. Okay. Pick 19. I think they're just going to take the best player available. And I think the most versatile player, best player, just gets added to their defense. And I think you got to make this unit as incredible as possible because we have questions at quarterback. So I think the question is going to be answered by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I like the pick. Shout out my boy. All right, Chicago Bears. Who is their quarterback? Andy Dalton. Yeah. So I tried to trade up. I tried to make it work. And someone really, really, really wanted Jalen Waddle. Don't ask me why. I want to protect Andy Dalton is what I want to do.
Okay.
So I don't know if I want Christian Barmore or Elijah Vera Tucker.
Okay.
I don't know who I want. So I have a bottle cap. Elijah, how do you pronounce it? Elijah, yeah, my fault. And Christian. For Andy Dalton. Christian Barmore.
Okay. He's a defensive tackle. You know that, right? Not an offensive player.
Bro, I'm out of my mind. Yeah, give me Elijah. My fault.
I was a little confused. Dude. I was like, oh, why are you saying that? Because you're not
gonna lie. At this point in the draft, I don't know many players.
That's interesting. I'm a Giants fan, so I literally know basically everyone. I've watched a lot of people through like 50, which is like
because
way too much.
The Giants fans live for the draft. As a Steeler fan, the draft usually isn't that impactful. We're gonna be good no matter what.
All right. Number 7, number 21. And to me, this is 2 players. This is Rashad Bateman or Azeez Ojulari. I love Rashad Bateman, and I think they could take him. But to me, the Colts lack a real edge rusher. They don't really have that guy on the edge who can consistently get to the passer and can be benefited by DeForest Buckner. So I'm gonna take Azeez. Take Azeez.
Shout out to Azeez. Give me Caleb Farley.
Ooh, okay.
You like the pick?
Yeah. It's interesting.
I like the pick. We need corners. We lost our boy Adoree Jackson to the New York Football Giants.
That was a big move. Big move from the Giants.
No, it wasn't. He stinks. Just kidding. I really wanted him on the Steelers.
Yeah, no, he's a
But
good corner.
there's your replacement right there.
There we go. Okay. 23. Now 23 is a weird pick. Obviously the pick right before the Steelers, so I could just do whatever I could to get Paul mad. But I don't know who Paul has in his mind because we haven't really talked about this together very much. I don't know what he's thinking. So instead of trying to screw Paul, I'm going to work in the best interest of the Jets. And the Jets kind of have a problem on the edge. They don't really have the edge rushers. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take a bit of a reach. I don't know why Joseph Osai is listed this high. I see him in the second round in most mock drafts. So I'm going to reach down the board a little and grab Jason Oweh out of Penn State.
Okay. All right. Here, Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm looking lineman, right? On my mock draft, I haven't taken Landon Dickerson. But that's not who I'm picking because I'm chilling right here, and this is a mock draft, right? We're doing this. I'm going to try to have fun here. Give me Najee Harris. Steelers do not have a running back to play football. They have Benny Snell. They have Anthony McFarland. Are they that good? Not at all. I want to have fun. Najee Harris. Let's do it.
Okay, that's interesting. I think that's probably what happens most likely.
I don't think it's going to happen now. They're going to want to protect Ben.
So I think looking at the board right now, there's a team that sticks out that needs receivers and that has some draft capital to move up the board and loves to move up the board. And Paul, to me, now I can make this trade between myself, but to me, this is a perfect opportunity. Seeing that Rashad Bateman is on the board, I think this is a perfect place for the Green Bay Packers to trade up and take a receiver and provide genuine weapons. I feel like after the intense media scrutiny that the Packers front office has gotten, I feel like they do make a move. And I think with Rashad Bateman available, I think you have to make the trade. So I'm going to make the trade.
Go ahead.
So Green Bay talks to the Jacksonville Jaguars and says, okay, we'll take this and we can give you we're not moving back that much. So I bet they could they only really have to give up like 2 seconds and they could probably get the trade.
Sure, it seems like it makes sense to me.
So I think the Green Bay Packers reach up the board and grab Rashad Bateman and absolutely kill the draft.
Okay, sure. You do you, I guess. On to Cleveland. Cleveland Browns. I do not like this football team, right? I don't. And they just brought in, shout out my boy, Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
Fun. They got Clowney. They got Myles Garrett. Now we're going to get Christian Barmore.
Yeah.
Because we are going to terrorize Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Ben Roethlisberger. We want to see them on the ground. I never want to see anyone injured, but that's what the Browns want. They want to just absolutely murder it. So I think that just solidifies a fantastic front on that defense.
Okay. Speaking of Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are at the pick, and the Ravens now have 2 first-round picks. So to me, what makes most sense, I've got both first-round picks. To me, the best receiver on the board right now is Terrace Marshall Jr.
Love it.
Me, that makes the most sense because he is a big body receiver who gets at the catch point, and him being at the catch point is exactly what Lamar Jackson needs because clearly Hollywood Brown, Willie Snead, these kind of fast, smaller receivers haven't been working. So maybe we go with a bigger receiver in Terrace Marshall Jr. and that terrorized the league.
I have Terrace Marshall to the Ravens in mine too. I didn't think it was very popular, but I guess I'm a genius. Next pick, Saints. Keep scrolling on the right for me.
Okay.
Keep scrolling down. Where's my boy? Eric Stokes, 48. We're going 20 picks up. This team is absolutely – who'd they lose this offseason? A lot of football players.
Yeah.
They had to strip down because they had zero money.
Mm-hmm.
You need money to win football games. And there's a hole at the cornerback position, and I think Eric Stokes can fill it.
All right, over to me. All right, so the Jaguars have the Packers pick. The Jaguars, again, they have a lot of needs. What do they do in the offseason? Well, they grabbed a bunch of offensive guys on some pretty good deals, so that's not bad. So I think maybe we focus on the defense, right? That would make sense if we drafted offense, we go with defense. Who knew? So, at number 29 overall, I don't really like Sam Cosmi because I feel like the offensive tackle class is pretty deep. To me, what we do is probably go with Zaven Collins out of Tulsa. He is a good linebacker. They pair him next to Miles Jack, and what they do, I think a lot of people are higher on Zaven Collins than this mock draft simulator is. I think they take Zaven Collins.
All right. Nice pick. Just got a notification from Bleacher Report, by the way, saying that the Ravens are pretty much set on taking a receiver. So it's looking out for Terrace Marshall and Curran with that pick. Oh my goodness, the Buffalo Bills. Oh, the Buffalo Bills. I have to look because now I'm all messed up here because I have my own mock draft pulled up.
Yeah.
And I have to figure out who is still here for me. Oh, geez, because I had the Bills. I had the Bills taking Barrymore, but I took him myself earlier. So, where can it go? I'm at a loss of words right now. I think we need the cornerback position. We're going to go Tyson Campbell. Well,
Tyson Campbell out of Georgia. Okay.
How far down is he? Oh, my Lord.
Let me see. I'll just look him up. Oh. Tyson Campbell. He's ranked
78 on here?
On the board, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
They call it a reach.
He's so much higher through my sources, he's much higher.
Okay. So, offensive line or edge rusher to me is the pick right here. And to me, it's between two players. Between Joseph Ossai from Texas and Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma. I think either of these makes sense. But to me, I think I'd rather have Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma. I think that's the pick. I'd rather have him just simply for the fact that, one, I mean, Landon Dickerson's hurt right now. He got like a 3 on like a medical evaluation, which is like failing. So that's like not great. So I think what makes sense is Creed Humphrey. I'm going to take him there. It
does make sense. All right, for me,
last
pick in the draft.
What? I forgot he was on the board. Never mind. I mean, you're right.
Who were you looking at?
Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State.
Whoa, wait. I had him going.
Yeah, I have him going earlier, but this board's like.
I have at pick 21.
Yeah, I had him going lower, but this board's really low on him, so I just forgot he existed for a bit.
Let's just do it. Give me Tevin Jenkins.
Okay.
He would have flown over my head if he didn't say that. What I was going to do in this very moment was I was going to say, pick 32. We just won the Super Bowl. Screw it. Let's have some fun right here. We already have Leonard Fournette. We already have Ronald Jones. We already have Gio Bernard. I was going to go with Etienne.
Okay. So we'll do this again. But
now, it's Tevin Jenkins.
So this is our official SportsKnight Radio mock draft. We got 2 trades in it. We got some things. Number 1, Trevor Lawrence. Pretty electric pick. Number 2, Zach Wilson.
Very electric pick.
Very electric pick. I've been a big Zach Wilson guy since like before he got hype. Like
Wasn't he your profile picture or something in a Giants jersey?
He's been on my profile picture in a Giants shirt since like Thanksgiving, like before he got hyped. Yeah. I've known about him. Mac Jones at number 3. I think it's likely to happen. I don't think it is the best pick.
It's gonna happen.
But I think it's likely to happen. 4, Justin Fields. I love Justin Fields. I think that's a beautiful pick.
I'm not a big fan.
Number 5, Penei Sewell.
Makes sense.
It makes too much sense.
Don't want your quarterback to die.
Jamar Chase, number
Love
6. Paul love
Go
him.
Tigers.
Jalen Waddle at 7.
Should have been Chicago picking here, but Curran really, really, really wanted Jalen Waddle to the Lions.
Jalen Waddle's really good.
Hmm.
8, Kyle Pitts.
Steal.
That's a steal. Number 9, Rashawn Slater. It's interesting.
W.
10, Patrick Surtain.
Sure.
11, the Giants. Okay, so Jalen Phillips is obviously so if I have so Paul, you're gonna keep me honest right here, and this is recorded, so you can say this, because I know if the Giants pick someone I like safer, I'm going to not like it at first, and then I'm gonna slowly kind of warm up to the idea. So you have to keep me honest right here. For players that I want, if the Giants get either Jalen Phillips or the top 4 receivers in the draft, which is Jalen Waddle, not in no particular order, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, or Rashad Bateman, then I'm ecstatic. I'm okay with it. That's fine. That's the perfect pick. If it's Rashawn Slater, I'm disappointed, but I think it's the right pick. It's not a bad pick. Now, Paul, if it's either or Ojulari is a good pick too. If it's Micah Parsons, Gregory Rousseau, or any other edge rusher besides Azeez Ojulari and Jalen Phillips, that's a bad pick. Don't tell me. Don't try not to let me warm up to the idea, because it's a bad pick. I don't like that.
All that information has been stored in my head.
All information. Okay, that's what I got.
There you go.
Devontae Smith, whatever.
Yeah,
just a bunch of picks. Trey Lance is number 15. He finds a new home.
That's right.
One of the big ones. Azeez at 21. That's a big one.
That's a very big one.
You got the Rashad Bateman trade up.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris is over there. It was a good trade. So it was a good mock draft, Paul. I'm liking it.
Very good mock draft. All right. Yes. So am I. I got a little lost at the end. I'm not going to lie here. I got so confused with my mock on the left and then looking at ours. I didn't know who was available for me and who wasn't. But we managed to get through it somehow.
I've got a bunch of steals. I've got a bunch of things. I've got enough prep for the draft. My big steal of the draft, he's going to go day 3. Curran Rastogi, big steal of the draft. Josh Amader Baby from Illinois. He's a receiver. Paul, would you like to guess? Would you like to guess his vertical?
What's his name?
Josh Amader Beebe.
I have to look at her. I have to look at him first. Josh Amader Beebe.
Yeah, BHEBHB. He is.
Here he is.
Yeah.
Josh Amader Beebe.
I can pull him up. So the SportsKnight fans.
He looks like a monster.
He is a monster, Paul. He is an athletic freak.
I'm going 45-inch.
Well, yes, but he had in high school, he had a 46-inch vertical. He had a 47-inch vertical in high school at a camp. This man right here, Josh Amader Beebe out of Illinois, absolutely incredible. Here are his
Where do you want him to
numbers.
go?
I don't care. If the Giants want to take him, that's fine. He's a perfect contested catcher. Any team, if he gets drafted to a team that can throw contested catches, then he might be perfect. He's got, look at that. I mean, what is that? He runs a 4.5 as him being as muscular as possible. I don't understand it. He's basically like a track athlete.
He looks solid.
He's very solid. So that's my steal of the draft. There's also Demetric Fulton out of UCLA. That's a popular one. Frank Darby out of Arizona State, another popular one.
My steal of the draft is Terrace Marshall.
Terrace Marshall, what do you think? He's going to be the number 1 receiver or something like that? Because
he'd have to top 5.
Well, he is top 5, I'm pretty sure. Most
top
people's
5
list.
pick in the NFL draft.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a tough one. That's a tough
He'll
one.
be a rookie of the year contention, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All
He'll be
right.
a rookie of the year contention.
I'm rocking with it. If you're rocking with it, I'm rocking with it. But other than that, I mean, that's my big steal of the draft. Josh Mader BB. That's it. That's
What's
all
going on lately? I think we have to get back on here and do a baseball episode soon because MLB's off to an electric start.
I think we maybe do it next week or something like that. Last week we kind of just waited because it was a little interesting because we had spring break, and so it was March Madness into spring break, so it didn't really feel appropriate talking about baseball. And then we kind of waited a little after. I kind of waited a little to do the draft.
Yeah.
After it.
Anyway, be on the lookout for an MLB episode soon because it's off to a fire start, especially because the Mets are better than the other New York team. Yeah, they're turning around though. The Yankees are slowly turning.
Yankees are turning around. We're gonna have to do something soon about basketball. Obviously,
NBA playoffs coming up.
The Knicks are the 4 seed. Play tonight against the Suns. 9-game
Mickey Mouse 4 seed. There are Mickey Mouse 4 seed.
How?
Absolute Mickey Mouse 4 seed.
Okay.
They're no good.
Okay. All right.
First round exit, Mickey Mouse 4 seed.
All right, well, whatever. All right, but that's all I've got. Is that all you got? Or you
all I got. Go ahead.
All right. As always, like, subscribe, comment, check out the YouTube, check out the Instagram, check out a bunch of things. I mean, we've got everything. Instagram, YouTube, the website. Paul's got his Sour Patch Kids. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget, Jacob deGrom is the greatest pitcher of all time.
We're out.